Hey team, day 20. 20 full days of running. Well, actually that makes it sound better than it was. I haven't done full days of running, as anyone who's been following me knows. I've done 20 days consecutively doing a mile jog a day. Yes! And anyone who really knows me knows, running, jogging, anything above a walk pace is my nemesis. It's one of those ones that I really have to work at in order to get it done. But strangely, coming over the past sort of few days in particular, I found this, not want, this need to just keep going. Because let me tell you, I don't want to do it. I'm going to be open and honest. This is a real challenge for me. Running is not my thing. So it is a real challenge. It's a real effort. So want would be, oh, that'd be something. But I need to do it because I've set this up for myself. And I'm one of those people where I'm sort of all or nothing, where I really set my mind on something and I get it done, or at least push for it, and that's where I'm at. I made a commitment to this month, I made a commitment to myself, and I want to follow through with it. And that's one thing that I just wanted to briefly sort of elaborate on, is when you do these tasks, when you set these goals, when you challenge yourself, I always say that the primary driver needs to be you. You need to want the goals for yourself. You need to want the change or the challenge for yourself. There's a lot of times where I've spoken to clients, or I've just spoken to people generally who are trying to make a change, and the change they want to make is for someone else. It might be for a partner, it might be for family, it might be for work or something, and it's getting them to understand primarily that change needs to be for you. So you need to find that reason to do it for you. Secondary, yes, do it for friends, do it for family, do it for work, do it whatever that is, but primarily you need to really focus on you. It has to become personal, because if it doesn't, you're not going to stick to it. If it doesn't, you're not going to push yourself hard enough to do it. So you need to really say to yourself, okay, why do I want this? What am I getting from this? How can I benefit from it? And you'll then start to actually think, okay, it's not a case of being selfish. But then, having said that, doing personal goals and challenges and things for yourself, you have to be a little bit selfish, and that is fine. That is fine. But at the same time, like I always say to lots of clients who want to get fit so they can spend time with their family, they want to get healthy so they can spend that time with family, it's like, that's great. Right, that's a driver. You want to do it for your family, you want to do it for your kids, you want to do it for your loved ones. That's great. Now, that's your secondary driver. For you, do you want to do it for you? And this is the real challenge, because sometimes we don't. And if you don't want to do it for you, I've said and I've repeated a number of times already, it's not going to happen. As much as you love your kids, as much as you love your family, as much as you love whatever that secondary option is, if you don't want it and love it for you, it's going to be an uphill battle most of the way. That sounds really deep, doesn't it, for a Sunday morning? But it's one of those where it's just trying to sort of get into your mindset and get that reason really embedded. And even if it's a case of, okay, I want to be able to play with the kids. That's a real big one that I use with a lot of my clients. I want to be able to play with the kids without getting tired or without them feeling like I can't do things with them. So then start with things that incorporates play. Take them for a walk to the park. That walk to and from the park might be more than what you've done before. Play around with them. If you're comfortable enough to get down to floor level, play games, which involves you getting up and then sitting down and things, because that's ultimately using the muscles, it's creating movement in the body. That's going to work towards increasing your functional fitness to a certain degree. So your fitness level for doing set tasks. So if you always walk somewhere, your walking fitness, your walking ability, endurance, all of that is going to get stronger, it's going to get better. The same as playing with your kids. If you think playing football with them once a week is suddenly going to miraculously increase your football level, well, no. You'll need to do that more often. But if you feel happy doing that, then when you walk into the park, take a football with you. Play with them, kick a ball every time you go. So there's little ways of incorporating small changes without you having to say to yourself, why, oh, let's sign up to a year's gym membership. Let's go and start swimming. If swimming isn't a goal or aligned with your goals, don't go swimming. If you want to improve your swimming fitness, and if you want to go swimming with the kids and feel more comfortable going swimming ultimately, then yes, you'll need to do that. And sometimes you need to do it more and more, even if you're in a position where you don't really like yourself enough to want to have to wear skimpy clothing to go to a pool. More often than not, leisure centres that I've worked in the past are very flexible nowadays, and they are very supportive of people who are self-conscious, body conscious, and women can wear shorts in the same way that men can. They can even wear t-shirts into the pool if you feel a bit more self-conscious on your upper body. There's ways that you can make it work, provided that it is still safe in that pool environment, but there's the option to do that. The more you do it, the more comfortable you're going to feel. It's no different to walking in a gym. The first day you walk into a gym, most people feel so intimidated, overwhelmed, and like they don't belong, that they almost don't go back. But after you've been for a week, you just walk in there, crack on, do your thing and leave. It's one of those things where you still have to build up that repetition. You need to build up that confidence in going. That's part of your training. That's part of your mental training as well. People think that training is all physical. You have to still train mentally to overcome these situations, to build your confidence in the first place. So there's so many elements to it. There's so many moving parts. But again, just making sure when you do this, you do it primarily for you. You do it with yourself, mildly selfishly, at the forefront of any other reason as to why you want to make this change. Then factor in like I said, the secondary options, whatever those reasons are. And hopefully you'll find yourself in a better position, or you'll find yourself doing the activities that you want to do because you're doing them for you. Like say, walking is a great one. There's no reason, unless you are have mobility issues or physical issues and something that might prevent you from doing it, there's no reason why you can't just add that to your daily life and start somewhere. So that's my little bit for you today. So the sun is out, but it's funny because although the sun's really, really shining nicely, every now and again this hideous cloud just comes over to remind us that we haven't really had a summer this year. Or we have. The summer days have been as sporadic as my time off from work. So it's not consistent. It's the odd day here and there, but deep down we keep telling ourselves we do it because we love it. But at least it's sunny now. That's not bad. Coming towards the end of, or the tail end of the school holidays and that summer period, so everyone's going to be cramming in their barbecues and stuff now to every sort of single sunny day. Ho-hum. So before I waffle you to death even, I'll let you go. Have a great day. Remember, focus on your goals, focus on your goal path and the things that you need to get there. And hit me up if you just want to chit chat or any comments and suggestions. But thanks for joining me for day 20 of my mile a day challenge that is going amazingly well. So, leaving you on a high. Have a good one, peeps.